Um, so I work with my mom, Roz Gad Art, to create folklore-inspired fantastical surreal artwork, primarily centered around Durham, UK, ancient gods, particularly pagan and Norse. I'm struggling to sell partly because I feel so uncomfortable with the actual money side of sales, of course. We share profits with animal sanctuaries and no-kill rehoming centers. Unfortunately, the funds we're raising for them are far less than we'd like to be able to. All of our process is vegan friendly and as ethical as we can make it and eco, but these factors make our products more expensive and limited than competitors. I've also noticed a lot of people who would love our artwork are looking for a different budget tier. This is especially true for commissions. I'm concerned that focusing our art around Durham being too being too niche too. But there's so much history around this area that we adore. I don't know how to market a location-based piece though, because while lots of people love Durham, I don't know how many love the art too. Okay, right, so this is the inverse law of geography thing we were talking about earlier. First of all, thank you for doing this work. Beautiful. Boy, anyone who's connected with the folk traditions of their area, I just standing ovation to. So some quick thoughts. There's an ebook I've got called Hub Marketing, and that's going to be the best one for you. But there's also a playlist for free on YouTube and on SoundCloud all about Hub Marketing. Hands down, that's the most important one. But then also the, Mac Ross had this line, it was a marketing guy, he said, the purpose of marketing is to make selling redundant. That's the purpose. Or no, wait, that's the wrong line. Sorry, marketing is about establishing the value beyond what's immediately apparent. That's the one. Marketing is about establishing the value beyond the immediately apparent. There's a website I would check out because they have got a sales letter on this. This was somebody who was in my mentorship program, Kasuma Sparks, and she makes nighties, and she sells her nighties for about $600. And when I first heard that, I thought that was outrageously high. After learning the process she goes through, I suddenly realized, okay, this is you may be underpricing it actually. So beautyandvirtue.com, she has a sales letter somewhere on her website about her nighties. It's a PDF you can download. So there's this. So there's a couple things. One is make sure that you're making the case as compellingly as possible, really laying out, here's everything that goes into it. Here's why it's worth the price, basically. Number two is finding partners that who can be helping to promote it for you. So there's a couple that jump to mind. One is just any vegan groups in general. There may be people in that who are interested in folklore, and it's like, oh my God, I'm vegan and this is folk. So the vegan groups, the vegan Facebook groups, etc., vegan festivals, there's that. But also there may be people who are interested in their ancestry from the UK and particularly from Durham. So there may be something to, I don't know, to look at there in terms of just, are there family like groups, like this last name really comes from this area. Maybe they have an association or society and they'd be interested in your art. And then maybe you'd pitch the vegan thing less and more the folklore side, but just say, hey, if you're interested in folklore from this area, got some art about that. What a perfect gift for, people may not, this is another thing. Sometimes people won't buy things themselves, but they'll buy it for somebody else. They'll spend more money for others than they will for themselves. So it may be like, hey, the perfect gift for your friend with the last name Grant, or whatever the name is, So there could be that.